Hi guys, welcome back to another cinematic mic review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the film The Five Bloods by Spike Lee, which is now streaming on Netflix. I gotta tell you that I actually really enjoyed this film. I think it was incredible. The story of The Five Bloods follows four Vietnam War veterans who are going back to Vietnam to retrieve some gold that they hid. Not only are they going back to Vietnam to retrieve the gold, they're actually going to find the remains of their leader who passed away during that time in the war, which is Storm and Norm, played by Chadwick Boseman. Uh, the story really deals with how these guys are going out together and the things they're gonna have to deal with each other, um, and kind of these conflictions and dealing with some things from the past. I think the story mostly focuses on Paul, which is this one character that has like hard PTSD, and he's kind of the one that's kind of like the one they're watching out for a lot, and the one that's kind of like the most complex, I guess, complicated character of the film. I think the actor Leroy, is it not Leroy, Dalroy Lindo actually does an incredible job as this character of Paul with suffering from PTSD. Uh, I think you end up sympathizing with him, that it becomes really heartbreaking to see what his character goes through and what the things that he's dealing with. And not only that, it's also, it gets really more you sympathize for them because of the friendship they have with each other, and the only thing that connects them is this like war that they went through, and this war that I think that really affects them. It's Spike Lee does this thing. I think he does this incredible thing with the opening where he opens up. I think he opens up with Muhammad Ali when he's talking about why he didn't go to the Vietnam War, and then it opens up with all these footage of like these historical moments that have happened, and some of them that I probably first time seen, but there's a lot of them that I have seen, going to school and all that, learning about history, things that you can find, and that still kind of anger you when you watch them. But I thought that was an incredible way to open the film, because I think it actually goes to the point of the story with that. And I think there are some throughout the film like that's a whole piece at the beginning, but throughout the film as the story's going on, there are these small moments, these little glimpses where Lee just throws like these footage, or these like pictures of like these real moments. I think, I'm pretty sure these are real pictures, and he just kind of throws it in your face that it kind of just shocks you. And I thought that was a really well way to do for the film, which I thought was great. Another thing I like about this story, I really love the characters in here, especially Paul's character, which is played by um, Lindo. Uh, I I like all of them, and I like the like commodity that they have with each other and all that. The one thing I liked about in the writing was how they all like cuss at each other. They like they're still kind of like in that young mindset, like the way younger people would still like insult their friends and not hold back. And I thought this kind of brought a comedic part to it, which made it really enjoyable to hear them like just talk smack on each other and just like telling each other off all the time, and the way they would just throw one at another. At the same time, you sympathize for them because they're actually looking out for each other. Also, they're older and all. So I thought that was it was a mix of things, but it felt so like real that you end up, I think, engaging into this story, and you want to follow these characters, and I think you worry about these characters, you know. Um, the stakes do get a little bit higher towards like the middle, towards the second half. I think the first half deals with the journey. They're still dealing with some stuff there, which is worrisome, but then it gets really really bad towards like the second half, and the stakes are raised up more higher, and I think you fear for these men and all that. One thing that I did enjoy about this film, there's this one tense moment in the film which kind of got me stuck. I couldn't move during this moment. And if you watch it, you'll know why. But I was just fearful for this one part, and this part is so tense, like 10 minutes or so, and this part is so tense that I couldn't move. And by the time it's over, like I felt like I could breathe. And I gotta tell you that I always appreciate it when a film actually brings me in like that, where I could feel it. And I thought that was incredible. I always feel like that's a good way to make a film, good way to tell a story. And I think Lee captivated it right there. So I thought that was great. As I said, I haven't seen. I'm not sure how many films. I'm not sure if I've seen many films during this 2020 that were. But I gotta tell you that Delroy Lindo's performance in this film was actually really incredible. When I saw it, I couldn't, like, he's the one character that I already knew it. This is you could just tell this is the character we're gonna see. This is the character that we're gonna have to deal with. So you kind of already knew, oh, okay, this is the guy that we're, because at first I didn't know who it was, because the trailer doesn't really focus on four of them in the trailer. So, but you can see that it's pointed at this guy, and you can see how this PTSD is really getting to him, and how he's suffering. And it actually makes you, like I said, it makes you sympathize for him, which makes it much more heartbreaking. I think the his performance is really great, which I think should be, it felt like something that would be Oscar worthy. Like, not only that the film also is something that feels like a big scope too, and it's from another master filmmaker, Spike Lee. The one thing that we probably had last from Netflix from a master filmmaker was Martin Scorsese's The Irishman, which I really fell in love with. The Irishman. I thought it was an incredible film. To talk about The Irishman, Martin Scorsese, it felt like everyone was saying that was probably Martin Scorsese's like most mature film, which I still feel like, yes, it is. It feels like it was one of his most mature films. And when I saw this, I just couldn't stop thinking about Martin Scorsese's Irishman, and that right here, it's like this is Lee's mature film of the Five Bloods. I think as I was following it, I'm like, I thought this was great. Lee has some incredible films like Malcolm X, Do the Right Thing, Inside Man. Um, there is one film that I want to bring up, which is another war film by Spike Lee, because I've been seeing that a lot of people are complaining about this one, which is Miracle at St. Anna. I got to tell you, I own Miracle at St. Anna. I have the DVD, because when I went to go see that one in theaters, and I actually fell in love with that film when I saw it in theaters. I got to tell you, I fell in love with it at the time, and at the time I was younger. I didn't, I probably wasn't as critical on film as I am now, and I haven't seen that film in a while. But since everyone keeps talking about how bad it is, it makes me want to put it on soon, and seeing what it is, it kind of makes me upset too, because I'm like, it's gonna be something like, oh man, I'm gonna be kind of embarrassed or so. But I plan. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put it on soon. Just putting on, because I have this idea of doing this review on my whole DVD collection. So maybe I'll do it there if I actually decide to do a review on my DVD collection, and then I'm gonna go down to that one. But I don't know. It kind of feels, I don't know. But yeah, I know other people have said that no, it's Lee's probably worst film or one of his bad films about the war. But this one, the Vietnam War, I think this is a good film. I don't think this is your like action packed war film. It does have action in it, but it's not like your whole action packed like Saving Private Ryan film. As I said, it's about four Vietnam War veterans, and it follows their journey and all that. We follow those characters. So I think that's incredible. You can also there's one thing I wanted to mention is what was it? The thing that I'm really upset about though is that when I was watching this, I felt I kept saying, man, I really wish that I was able to watch this in the theaters, because it would have been great to see it in the theaters. I just read some articles where Lee said that he also went to producers and they all said no to him, which is the same thing I think we all found out about The Irishman, as Martin Scorsese went to a bunch of producers and they all said no to him, which really ticks me off, because these are master filmmakers and I feel like they deserve the respect to have their movies inside the theaters. Instead, we have producers wasting their time on like remakes and superhero films, and and ignoring actual good storytelling and good filmmaking. Um, but now I'm kind of being okay with it because as I saw Martin Scorsese's film, The Irishman on Netflix, and now I saw Spike Lee's film, The Five Bloods. It makes it feel like it'd be pretty cool if another like master filmmaker author would come up with his one for next. It'd be cool if they all had their only one film that they made for like Netflix, and that'd be really really cool. I think, and now I'm getting kind of like excited about that kind of little theme that's going on right there. Like who knows who's next that's gonna make the film right there. Well, not only did it wasn't just Martin Scorsese's The Irishman, Spike Lee's The Five Bloods. It was Alfonso Cuaron's Roma. So there's three of them. So I've missed up. There's three of them, three great filmmakers, and three films of theirs on Netflix. So I think that that'd be pretty cool. The film I think is a great film. I love the characters. I love the action in it. I love everything. Yeah, I might watch it again. I'm sure I'm gonna watch it again, and I'm glad I got it. It sucks because when you finish watching it, you're like, oh damn, it's over now. But I can watch it again. But like, it's just like that first excitement, and then once it's done, it's like, oh. But it's good. It's cool because it's like a present from them, and I'm glad I got it really quick because we just finished watching like The Irishman like last November. So I think that was great. I just wanted to do that little review on The Five Bloods, which is streaming on Netflix. I'm not sure if I'm trying to think if I have anything else to say about it, but I think I brought it all up. Talked about Delroy Lindo, the characters, the writing, the tense moment, and openings and all that. Which, as I said, if you guys are interested, I actually recommend that you guys watch it. If you guys are a Spike Lee fan, I'm pretty sure you guys will enjoy this. Um, so that's all I have to say, and I hope if you guys enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. I probably should not put on this shirt during the Spike Lee review.